The indictment alleges that between at least 2010 and at least 2021, the Alexander brothers worked together and with others to repeatedly and violently drug, sexually assault, and rape dozens of female victims.
From selling high-end real estate to allegedly running an illegal sex trafficking ring, the Alexander brothers are what's trending in true crime. So on Wednesday, a federal judge denied bail for Oren and Alon Alexander, who are twins, and their older brother, Tal. Now, this keeps the real estate brokers in jail while they await their pending cases. Now, prosecutors are alleging that the brothers used their wealth, their power, and their influence to take advantage of women for more than a decade. Law enforcement agents have spoken to over 40 women who are claiming that they were either raped or sexually assaulted in some way or drugged by at least one of the Alexanders. Each brother has been accused of forcible rape by at least 10 women. Yes, you heard me correctly. Each brother has at least 10 accusations of forcible rape by different women. Now, we're asking, how dangerous are these guys? You know, the big issue when they were, their attorneys were going before the court on Wednesday was, should they get bail? What if they got bail? How bad would that be for society? Let's talk about that. Let's bring in our power panel. We have incredible guests standing by. Criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Michael J. Brown is here, as well as retired FBI special agent and the host of Break the Case, and Jennifer Coffindeffer is here, and criminal defense and civil attorney John Phillips here as well. Good morning to you all. Agent Coffindeffer, I want to start with you, please. How dangerous do you think these brothers are?
Well, they seem very dangerous if you believe the pleadings that are on file. I mean, this is really something, this indictment. It, of course, mimics Diddy's. You're talking about rape. You're talking about sexual assault. You're talking about sexual trafficking. You're talking about recording these individuals, keeping these tapes as some sort of trophy or to later review, perhaps, for your sexual pleasure. Very dangerous to me, especially when you talk about the number of women that were violated allegedly.
Jennifer, thank you for that. Michael J. Brown, let me go to you next, please. Your thoughts on how dangerous these brothers are?
Good morning, Julie. Well, if these allegations are to be believed, this has been going on for a tremendous amount of time. I think since 2011, the amount of alleged victims that they encountered was tremendous. So, yes, I think if these allegations are true, these are definitely dangerous individuals. One of the things, though, you have to remember is the defense team did present to the judge the possibility of posting a significant amount of bail coupled with this home detention and having security guards who would actually work in conjunction with the U.S. Marshal's Office. That was flat out denied by the judge. But that's always a possibility because that would ensure that they're not going to be among the community, and they'll remain in that jurisdiction in that area until the trial. So that was something that was, again, that was rejected by the judge.
Oh, that's really helpful. Michael, thank you for that. I want to share, this is the perfect segue, something else rejected by the judge. Oren Alexander's plea, talking about his wife being 9 months pregnant, wanting to get out. Let's take a listen to that.
Your Honor, my wife is 9 months pregnant, due any day now with our first child. Her family's in Brazil. She's counting on me to be with her during labor.
That's something, you have a very good attorney. You're going to have a hearing tomorrow before the division judge, and that judge will consider any argument regarding a bond.
Yeah, and so that was from his first court appearance. I should have noted that, but again, denied. They're all in. They're all staying in. John Phillips, last but not least here on this, want to get your take on these guys, please.
Yeah, part of the issue here is certainly the predatory nature of the behavior, right? So there's dozens of women who have come forward, and on top of that, you found this stash of digital evidence in the closet that has some of these women and other women that they've got to identify in various states of intoxication. Some they allege has passed out, most to all of which have had have been raped or sexually assaulted, or, there's questions of consent that are going to require further interviews. So it's going to be a compelling case. Anytime you have wealthy, prominent, may I say even good-looking defendants who come to court and plead for sympathy and kind of use drama, we all kind of lean forward a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah, I can't wait to see the defense team these guys put together. John and Michael, you two might be getting a call. Let us know if they call you. I say about a lot of truth said in jest. Okay, so let's move on to another aspect of this. This has a lot of people talking. So, there is more than just criminal acts being alleged here, according to what's contained in the search warrant. So we wanted to dive into this. Investigators saying that videos of the alleged sex acts were seized from an apartment shared by Tal and Oren back in December. Materials that law enforcement officials are calling trophies, that these guys kept trophies, they say, that included explicit sexual videos and photographs. Prosecutors allege that the materials were taken from a hard drive found in a closet, which showed Oren, Alan, and others with women in different states of intoxication and undress, some appearing to be unaware that they were being recorded. Defense attorneys argue that prosecutors' account of these trophies doesn't describe non-consensual sex. All right. Our question. Are these trophies going to come in as evidence, these videotapes, these photos? Essentially, what can we expect to see coming into this trial against these guys? Jennifer Coffindeffer, let me go back to you. What do you think of this, please?
Well, I think certainly they're going to try to get these in. It shows the deviance. It's also going to be hardcore evidence. You know, the one type of evidence no defendant wants to face is actual video recording and audio recording, mimicking the crimes that they're accused of committing. And also there could be other victims that are exposed once they really data mine the individuals in these videos. So yes, Julie, it's strong evidence, and I believe it will come in likely.
Yeah, thank you for that. Michael J. Brown, to you next, please. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Julie, you bet they're coming in. Unless there's some problem with the evidentiary foundation, they are absolutely coming in, and they are really the smoking gun probably in this case. They'll be able to use those videos to establish two basic elements. Number one is I expect that they will depict sexual intercourse, which is what the rape statute will require. And the second part is without consent, because if these videos depict unconscious or intoxicated females who are way beyond the ability to consent, well, now you have that lack of consent element established as well. So, yes, I think this will be very powerful testimony and evidence before a jury. And again, that could be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. Thank you for that. John Phillips, would you take us home on this point, please?
I agree with my co-counsel. You know, essentially, particularly for the victims that are going to testify live, I mean, how powerful is it to be able to introduce victim by victim what they're going to describe as the worst night of their life? And certainly there's going to be motions in limine to cut this out and cut this out and add this. But at the end of the day, you don't just have accusations, right? You're going to have non-consensual sex, non-consensual videotape, which should be enough to push these guys to the kind of evil level. In prosecuting cases, you tend to succeed more when you've got the true bad guy on the other side, and this would push them towards that trigger.
Right. Great points from you all. I think this case is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's just kind of starting to circulate. I think this is going to be quite a fight. We're here for it all. Thank you for the great discussion. And Agent Coffindeffer had mentioned Diddy, and this case makes you think of Diddy. I know it makes me think of that. And guess what? We're talking about him after this break as his lawyers are going after